Celebrating the baby boomer lifestyle. This is Boomer Life with Sterling Fox on AM 650.
Welcome back to the program. We're talking, well, a good night's sleep with the sleep experts from Innovative Sleep Solutions. Terry Harder and Dave Temlett are with us in studio this morning on Boomer Life. And gentlemen, let me just, because you won't do this, so I'm going to have to do it for you, because this is the kind of stuff you'll find, by the way, on the website, which is innovativesleep.ca. Just a very quick line or two from some happy sleepers and clients of the store. We heard about you and the magnet bed on the radio talk show in March. Oh, thank you for listening to that. So thought we would check it out, and we're so impressed we bought the Sleep Odyssey magnet mattress and adjustable bed. We've had it since late March and can honestly say we love this bed. It's the best bed we've owned in 37 years of marriage. Helps relieve my aches from arthritis like nothing I have experienced before. Thank you for caring enough to recommend such a good bed for us. And this is from Dominic and Maria in Richmond. Well, that's a pretty nice letter. Again, the fact is, and this is something that we take great pains to remind our listeners of, when you go to Innovative Sleep Solutions on the King George Boulevard in South Surrey, you will meet the fellows you're listening to right now. Dave and Terry are the owners. They're also the sales staff and occasionally the delivery crew.
Frequently.
Pretty versatile guys. But talk to us a little bit about these magnetic beds that Dominic and Maria bought. Terry, what are we're talking here about someone who has sleep issues and in this case arthritis. And they bought a magnet bed because they thought it might work, and it turns out they have relief from arthritis like they've never experienced before. So how on earth does a magnet bed work?
Well, and why that works so effectively for arthritis is because of inflammation. Inflammation is a huge issue for people with arthritis, as it is with diabetes, as it is with a lot of conditions. This is frankly the only bed in North America that has had extensive clinical and medical studies and has been proven to get rid of inflammation.
Okay.
And so consequently, the customer's sleeping without as much pain throughout the night because it's significantly reducing the amount of inflammation, which is a major benefit of magnet therapy and/or our concentric circle medical magnet beds.
Okay, so how does it actually work, though? Because, I mean, there are a lot of people going, oh, come on, magnets, give me a break. But they do work. And we've got this letter from Dominic, and Dave has a magnet bed at home because his wife has arthritis, and she sleeps better because of it. So, guys, how do the magnets make you feel better?
Well, unlike a refrigerator magnet that has horizontal negative and positive polarities on it, these are a concentric circular shape magnet. And at first glance, they kind of remind me as a target from an archery range.
On a very small scale, about what, 2 inches around, right?
That's right.
Okay.
And so the center actually has the northern pole or the positive polarity, and then the next ring around that, there's a gap between the positive and the negative, unlike a refrigerator magnet.
Right.
So in between the gap, you've got the positive and the negative magnetic fields actually fighting with each other, if you will. So think of it as a target when I'm explaining this. So you've got the dot in the center that's positive charged, then the next ring is negative charged, the next ring out is positive charged, and the next ring out is negative. So it alternates as you're going further and further from the center.
Okay.
Positive, negative, and so on. So the poles are fighting with each other, allowing the magnetic field to work upwards in a 3D configuration, which reaches deep into the human tissue, opening up the vascular system to bring a fresh supply of reoxygenated blood
and
to the
it's
areas.
just the magnetic field created by the positive negative magnetic dynamics.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. All right.
Now, one thing I just want to point on here as well is that these magnets are actually the only magnet designed for human medical use, and they are also registered with Health Canada as a medical device, and also with the FDA in the United States as a medical device.
Right.
So they've gone through stringent testing, and they've been out since 1986. Phenomenal product. They really are. There's 3 different comfort levels available on these beds. Basically, you've got a firm feel, you've got a medium firm feel, and a very plush. Now, my wife and I have the plush one. It's the softest of the 3, and it also has latex on the top as well, which is a benefit for support.
Right.
And so there are 3 different price points. Yes, these beds do range, in the upper scale, $2,500 to $3,500 for a queen size.
Right.
Now, we also have some of them on clearance right now. I've got some of the floor models we're clearing out under $2,000.
Okay.
So there's some great opportunities there. It's come time for the manufacturers to change the lineup slightly. They're going to be changing the specifications a little bit and then putting a new fabric on them to keep them looking fresh again.
So in terms of credibility, and I mean, a lot of people kind of get new agey rolling of the eyes when you start talking about a magnet product like this, but then you just said, this is registered with both the United States and Canadian governments as a medical device. You can check it out in Health Canada and the FDA at your leisure.
Absolutely.
So again, there's merit to this. There's scientific evidence to support the utility of such a mattress.
And there would have to be in order to get that sort of a designation as a medical device.
Right. They make you dance through more than a few hoops to get
the
Health Canada seal of approval.
Now, some of our competitors out there, they don't have the information. They aren't aware of all of the benefits, and they try to talk it down, naturally, because they're trying to sell something else in its place.
Right.
But the reality is that the medical magnets have been around for almost 30 years. They're used widely in the health industry. An MRI machine is made of magnets.
That's true.
To take the imaging inside your body.
Magnetic resonance imaging.
Exactly.
That's right, MRI. Okay, so it is a fact of life. It just sounds... It sounds a little gimmicky until you realize that, wait a second, it has been around for 30 years. This is not some new thing that somebody's just come up with overnight. It's a proven product with, again, with all sorts of government approval tacked on.
Well, it is, and it's very innovative, which speaks right to our business practice of what we do. And fortunately, Terry and I have been able to get a exclusivity on this product line for the first couple of years.
Okay.
So... that if we do our work properly, then we'll be able to keep this product line exclusive to us for quite some time to come.
That's Dave Temlett, and his partner is Terry Harder, and Dave was talking about the way Terry and I do business. Let me quote from this testimonial from our friends in Richmond, Dominic and Maria. Thank you for caring enough to recommend such a good bed for us. That's how Terry and Dave do business. Yeah. InnovativeSleep.ca is the website. Check it out. We need to take another quick break, and we're back with more after this on Boomer Life.
Canada's only weekly radio show dedicated to the baby boomer lifestyle. This is Boomer Life on AM 650.